Greetings and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, which you probably are because I got a non-existent subscriber count, please subscribe to fix that. But yeah, I basically much make predictions on what we can expect in future updates of FNF by using the update names that were teased during the Pit Stop 2 trailer. And so far I'm already halfway done with the list, but when I was thinking about which update to talk about next, I discovered one update that was teased for a brief second, which I believe is gonna change the course of FNF history as we know it. That's right, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Today we're gonna be talking about the FNF 6 update. So get ready for a ride of a lifetime and let's get started. Of course, let's first start by addressing the elephant in the room. A lot of people just assume that this update isn't real and it's just a joke that the devs randomly threw in the trailer for the crabs and giggles. Heck, even I first thought it as a joke when I first talked about it in my Pit Stop True trailer analysis. But during that time, I was just a naive fool who couldn't see the bigger picture. This is a real update. The FNF 6 update is real. But so far, to my knowledge, there isn't any clips of Phantom Arcade or any of the other devs talking about this update. But that's probably because they want to keep it secret. So yeah, unfortunately, due to the dev's secretive nature, it's gonna be a lot harder to figure out what this update is. But I think I have a wild idea of what this update is going to be. Okay, this may sound wild, but I think I know what the 6 update will be about. Because if you pay attention to the word 6, it's actually an acronym for Super Evil Xenomorphs. And you must be wondering, what do Xenomorphs have to do with a rhythm game where you make funny blue-haired kid go beep a boop? Well, you see, Phantom Arcade has once asked a question about whether or not the team will ever do non-Newground cameos, and it seems that Dave was considering it.
Water Bucket Live to $3 and said, will FNF ever feature non-NG related? Like maybe even old YouTube cartoons? That's definitely an interesting question. I really can't say yes or no to that one. I mean, it's definitely not like, it's the Newgrounds game. I mean, even before, like, it's gonna be mostly original characters by the end of the game. But, like, I don't know. I mean, like, if I knew the guy that made the goddamn Octagon song from, like, YouTube Poops and shit, like, would I be against working with people like that? Definitely not. But I wouldn't really consider that, like, a... I don't know. It's weird to say. Kai Senat Egg? Yes.
And last time I checked, Xenomorphs are a Newgrounds character, so I think Phantom Arcade is testing the waters for non-Newgrounds by making a level about challenging a Xenomorph to a rap battle. But you must be wondering, but the update is just called 6 update and not week 6. But I think there's a reason for this, because I believe that this is a level where you play as the Predator from the Predator franchise, thus making it a non-boyfriend level, in its own things, just like the weekends. And for the Predator's companion slash girlfriend replacement, I think it would be the Xenomorph Queen for one obvious reason: sex appeal. What? Don't look at me like that. This is FNF I'm talking about. The game made by Gunners for Gunners. Of course, they would add a sexy character to stand in for GF in a Predator song. And besides, Xenomorph Queen is a baddie. But yeah, since this is a level where you play as a different character, it would make sense that you would be able to play as this new character in free play. And I think that would be the case for the Predator, of course, but I believe when you play as him in free play, you would also unlock an extra feature that will be exclusive for him. Of course, he'll still get custom mixes like Pika and BF, but unlike them where the background and playable characters are the only things that change in the environment, I believe that the opponents will also get reskins to look like Predators. And I don't mean the alien hunter kind we play as in this update, but I mean they should stay away from schools type Predators. Daddy Dearest will become Diddy Dearest, Pumpkinskid will be Trumpenstein, Pico will become ED Pico, Monster will be Mindster cause now he's a Minecraft YouTuber. Look man, I don't know, I couldn't think of a name for Monster. Mommy Mirrors will become Makima Mirrors, Senpai will be Sen Typhlosion, Pinkman will become Tyson Woman, and Darnell will become Dan Schnell. And finally, Spirit will just be the face of Herbert from Family Guy because why not? Well, that was an interesting video. Okay, but yeah, this video I kind of just made for a joke. I just randomly decided to just like write the script because I thought it would be just funny to just make like a edgy joke about the update which is probably never gonna happen. But I do make videos about other updates, so sorry if this is your first time seeing me and you think I probably just make edgy jokes all the time, but that's not the case. Most of the time I just make jokes about my depression and how I'm a virgin and stuff. But besides that, I do make videos covering like serious topics and I'm talking about what updates to expect. Like I even predicted the mobile update even before it came out. And also I have a whole playlist which you can probably just check out after you're done with this video. And also I sometimes make FNF songs, so if you are a fan of FNF songs, you better check them out because I'm just making like hex mixes for some of the base game songs. On top of that, I also did make two Deltarune videos, so if you're like a Deltarune slash Undertale fan, you can probably check those out if you want to. Uh, And yeah, also one thing, if you're probably someone who has subscribed, the thing which I'm planning to do for the channel is that outros, I think I'll just kind of have them unscripted so it sounds more natural at the end. So I'm not sure about that, but if you like that, we can probably like tell me if it's bad or should I just stick to like scripted outros. But yeah, anyway, all I have to say left is now like and subscribe if you're new, and if you enjoyed this video, comment on what you thought about it. Uh, Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I just use the same username I do here on YouTube, HeroVortexTCK. And also, make sure to also like suggest other videos to talk about. And also, do you think that if sex update will be real or not? Anyway, later nerds.